one of the things that people have often commented about my children is how strong-minded and independent they are. Even my 2-year-old is able to express herself and play alone. So if you are interested in the tips that I am going to give you on how to raise independent children, then this video is for you.
Welcome back to Mommies of Jen. I'm Samantha.
And I'm Vanessa.
And we make videos on how to teach, love, and care for your kids. So if you would like to get more videos like this, please click the subscribe button and the bell so you never miss one.
Alright, so today we're going to be giving you guys just simple tips on how to raise independent children. So by the end of this video, you're going to have 5 tips that will encourage that child to play alone or to just be a little more vocal and just to be strong-minded, independent children.
Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the first tip is to just let them be.
Yeah, so one of the things that I've learned with my 2 children is that they want to do a lot of the things themselves, right? Even when you're just putting on their shoes, or when you're putting on a little body lotion on them, or when you're cleaning your kitchen, they always say things like, I'll do it, or I want to help, or it's my turn. And a lot of times parents will kind of just push their child away just because you want to move a little faster, but that is actually the perfect time to start encouraging those independent skills, right? So if rather than most kids put on their shoes backwards, so rather than not having them do it at all you have to do is encourage them to do it the right way. So flip the shoes and let them put on their shoes by themselves. That is easy.
And even in the newborn stage, if you've started solids with your baby, you know what I'm talking about if that's where you are. Because with my 7-month-old, he just started solids at 6 months, and he has already, since the moment I introduced that spoon, he wanted that spoon. Like, give me that spoon, Mom. I want to feed myself. So what I do is I give him a spoon. I'll always have 2 spoons, one to give him and one for myself, so he can practice holding it and feeding himself. And also cut up a piece of fruit. Bananas, avocados are great soft mushy fruits that they can hold and practice holding and directing food to their mouths and chewing. It's called baby-led weaning. We can make another video about that if you guys are interested, but letting them be and letting them experiment on their own.
And it's actually one of the skills now that Jade is about to start preschool. She's starting preschool in September, and one of the things that she has to do is be able to eat by herself. So we were told at the tour that she needed to have that skill kind of down packed. So I love that you use 2 spoons, because even though Jade is soon to be 3, she still uses 2 spoons. I give her 1, and she's, you know, working on that hand-eye coordination. But I'm also feeding her there to make sure that she is getting something to eat. So our second tip would be to give your children choice. I love this one because you fool them into the fact that they have choice when they really do not have any choice. So I do this mostly when I'm offering, let's say, an outfit. Right? I get 2 outfits ready for them of my choice, and I put it on the bed, and Jade is very vocal. So I always ask her right after the shower, I'm like, what do you want to wear? And she will choose between the 2 outfits. I give her choice for her bow. I give her choice for her little pearl necklace that she's always wearing. So giving them choice, even for food, right? For a snack, it's a great opportunity to offer them choice. Rather than you going out to pick out a snack from the fridge, bring your kids with you to the fridge and have them pick. And you know what? They feel like big boys and girls because they have choice.
And I do that with Ethan by putting out a couple of toys in front of him in his play area, and he will gravitate towards one or towards another, and when he gets bored, he'll grab another one, and it just gives him choice and keeps him busy for longer, even from that little munchkin stage.
So the next item on the list to build that independence is to get them to help.
Yes.
Right? And this goes along with anything in terms of maybe even cleaning the kitchen or picking up toys. You're giving them a chance to help. So I often have a nice clean rag available for Jade for her to help me out. So if I'm cleaning the kitchen, I'm like, here, why don't you wipe this down? It's just to get her to help, but it's also to just build that independence, right? Because she feels like a big girl.
And she feels important.
Yeah, and so does Noah.
Yeah.
Even though Noah is 7, you know, and we're gonna actually make another video on having chores for kids because he has things that he has to do on a daily basis, and one of the things that he takes pride of nowadays is making his bed.
I was gonna say that it's definitely a sense of accomplishment when they're able to do something that's helpful to their mom or their dad, or even in the classroom. I often ask my students to help me put up a bulletin board or help me clean up the bookshelf, and these little things that they're able to do, they feel so accomplished when they're needed and when they can do something successfully.
Yeah, and one of the things that you want to consider is as they're doing all of these things, you want to offer a lot of praise, right? You want to offer a lot of positive reinforcement, because one of the things that you want them to do is to have these skills ongoing. So the positive reinforcement, the good job, thank you for helping me out. That was awesome. Thank you for taking the initiative of making your bed without me telling you to do so. That is all going to increase the chances that your child will continue to do whatever skill it is you want.
It becomes intrinsic, right? So we give that praise to them until they're able to find the motivation to do that without your praise.
So another tip is to have your children engage in activities completely alone. You want them to be able to work independently. And I actually saw a friend the other day, and she was telling me that she has to sit with her toddler every single time that they do a coloring activity or that they work on a puzzle. So all I want to say is some of the things that I have done consistently with Noah and with Jade is offer that alone time. So I'll take out a puzzle and I'll say, when I come back, I want to see you working on this puzzle. And this way I'll take myself into the kitchen and I'll do things that I need to get done. But I'll sit down Jade while I'm cooking on her table, and she starts to color. And I get it. They want a lot of your support. They want you to be there with them all the time.
They do. They want mom.
Yeah, and all you have to do is have that little conversation with them. I know they're 2, they're 3 years old, but they understand to a certain extent, and you want to tell them, I want you to work on this by yourself.
Right, and you know, it's something that I've been thinking about a lot differently with my 7-month-old, but the 2 things that I've been wanting him to get or just introduced to him is independent playtime, where he's safe. I can watch him either in a pack and play or on a mat, in his jumper, where he gets that independent playtime and I can monitor, and also sleeping by himself. So the thing is, like, sleep training is something that is ongoing in our household,
and that I'm not good at.
Yeah, so that is going to be, again, a separate video and a longer conversation, but to sleep by himself, because he does want mommy and daddy to sleep next to him. He loves that. It's his favorite place. But
who blames them?
Yeah, who blames them? But it is an important skill for them to learn how to sleep on their own and also how to play on their own. So I'm already starting to think about these things from such a young age, and I'm hoping that this will bring me to the next stages where, you know, your Jade is at.
Yeah, and again, one of the things that, you know, we're a little scared because Jade has been at home with either my mother-in-law or my babysitter, anybody who's available to help us. But I'm also a little at ease because she's so independent that she's going to have a smooth transition into preschool. So a lot of the independent skills, we want them to be independent, Not just because
they don't need us.
They
No,
don't
that's
need
not
us. Yes,
what it
it's
is. They
because-
always need us.
Yeah, you need them to have smooth transitions because you want them to be completely independent so that when you are not around, like us, we're not around for 8-9 hours out of the day because we have to go to work, that they're going to be okay.
And they're going to be strong-minded and able to advocate for themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
Which,
All right.
Yeah.
So our last and final item on the list is to be consistent and to have routines, right? The routines.
And you know we're
when you
fans
have,
of routines.
Oh yes, I know. Well, we're teachers, so there's always a time and a purpose for everything in our classrooms. So there should always be a time and a purpose for everything at home. So when you have a routine and you know that children, the first thing that Jade will ask me in the mornings is to brush her teeth. Then she tells me to shower her. Why? Because I have created this routine where they wake up, they straight into the shower, straight into brushing their teeth, then we come down for breakfast. From time to time we'll do it the opposite way around, but she never gives me a hard time.
Right.
And she is, because of the consistency and the routines that we have implemented that allow me to do all of those things.
Right, and that's one of the things that I've never struggled with as far as sleeping and bedtime. With Ethan, he usually goes down pretty easily, and I would say that it's because of our bedtime routine. We have a solid bedtime routine ever since he was born, and because of that, he usually goes down to bed, usually goes down to bed without a fight, right? Yeah, so routines.
All right, guys, so if you want to raise independent children, here is a summary of our 5 tips to raise strong-minded and independent children. Number 1 would be to let them be. Give them that time alone. Number 2 is to always give them choice. Make them feel like they're the ones that are choosing that outfit. Number 3 would be to get them to help. Have them help you around the house, and you are slowly but surely building those independent skills. Number 4 would be to get them engaged in activities completely by themselves, whether it's coloring, building a puzzle, or just
playing on a playmat.
Yeah, playing on a playmat, anything. And number 5 is to always have consistent routines. That element of consistency is exactly what's going to get your kids to be strong-minded and independent.
We want to hear from you. Which of these tips do you already do in your households? Which do you love and which do you want to try? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell.